Magnification volume, 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I'm your host, Blind Prime. And for today, I have for you Transformers, War for Cybertron, Earthrise, Triple Changer Snapdragon, a Horrorcon. And he's the second Horrorcon and the last Horrorcon that I've found so far. I don't know if they've made any more Horrorcons. I haven't been able to find any. There's that Dracula-looking guy, but I don't have Dracula. I actually haven't been able to even see him on any type of listings. I guess he's completely sold out. So, in honor of Halloween coming up, here's the final Horrorcon, and we will be discussing his robot mode in today's vehicle. In today's video. Weird slip of the tongue there. Now, his robot mode's alright. Let's talk about the sizing. So make sure you're nice and straight. You're standing as tall as you possibly can stand. Alright. Let's bring out the Bumblebee. And the Bumblebee will show us. Make sure you stand tall as you can. Yeah. Stand alert. Bumblebee stands. His head will actually go underneath this weird chest sculpt on the front of Snapdragon here. If you feel, Snapdragon's got 2 siege ports on his chest. First time ever. This is a first. If you feel down, two siege ports go down the center, and you will find that the head of Bumblebee goes right to the edge where this bit on the chest starts sloping down to form the waist. Here's a side-by-side. Let's raise his arm up. It's always fun to raise their arms up as far as they can go, and then try to put the figure underneath the arm. I always enjoy that. So we'll drag Bumblebee's head. There you go. There's a good explanation for his side-by-side. As you can see, this dude is definitely not the tallest Voyager, but he is not the shortest Voyager either. He is typical Voyager size. So we'll put Bumblebee off to the side here, and we'll get out our handy-dandy Lego measuring tool, and which I really need to redesign one day. Make it look very pretty or something. I don't know. Let's grab his head. Come on, head. Okay, there you go. So that is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 studs tall. Like I said, he isn't the tallest Voyager. He's actually, in the frames of Voyagers, pretty short. Let's see, we'll grab a modern day Voyager if I got one over here. I do! Here's a Voyager to compare him to. We've got Studio Series 86 Wreck-Gar here, and Wreck-Gar is very... Wreck-Gar is actually a head taller than Snapdragon. Ah, look at that. So, there you go. Snapdragon is actually a pretty short Voyager. We'll set Wreck-Gar over here off to the side. You and your blaster pecs. Check out the guns on Wreck-Gar. Oh, I'm going to make so many jokes about those. So, we'll get into posability. First off, we'll remove his 2 guns, so we will talk about the siege ports. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The typical 6 on each arm. 3 on each arm, 6 for the full. A new and unique 2 in the front, making it 8. He also has 1 on the back, like normal, making that 9. He has none of the siege ports that are the little vertical slits. Not a single one, so we're still at 9. We check the side of the legs. We get a siege port there. So that makes it into 10, I think. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Siege port. So 10, 11, 12, and 13. Yep, he's got siege ports on the bottom of his feet, so 13 siege ports in all for him. He is standing at one of the highest. 11 being the average for siege ports, and 13 to, I think the most I've had is 17 in robot mode. maybe 17. I'll have to go back through my videos and take a look. But he's definitely up there when it comes to siege ports. 13's not bad. If you are a person who wants to deck him out for sound with all sorts of guns and stuff, 13 ain't bad. Oh, wait, I forgot. He's got hidden siege ports under his arms. So he's now at 15 in robot mode. 15 siege ports. These can actually fold out to give you easier accessibility. As posability goes for him, so that's 15 siege ports. Posability, I don't understand this. This is the things that I don't like about him. So I like his legs. He's got decent posability in his legs. I wish that was a double knee joint. He's got decent posability in the feet. I especially like the fact that the foot can lean forward, but there's nothing that holds it into place, no type of tab, which means that this part just kind of folds forward sometimes if you're not careful. The other good things about him, he's got some nice twisting, and that's about it. He's pretty basic, but we get to the arms, and we get to where they completely screwed up. And this is the part that, like, really, guys, really, the fist doesn't twist. The fist doesn't move, it doesn't twist, it just stays there. It's part of the forearm. That was lazy. That was pretty darn lazy, actually. The arm here doesn't even go up 90 degrees. Like, the elbow joint is just crap. If you spin it around, we're going to spin him around backwards, you notice the elbow joint goes up pretty far now. It's actually further going backwards than it is going forwards, and that's a typical thing with him, and it's just so... it's not cool. It's very weird, it's not cool, and they could have done something with that. They could have given us some fold-out hands so that we could have had some posable hands. They could have given us some sort of arm turn. These arms don't turn. This is one of the Transformers that is the least posable out of the entirety of the Transformers I've covered on this channel. This guy has some of the worst posability. I mean, look, we get out Bumblebee here. See Bumblebee? At least Bumblebee's freaking arm can spin. Look at that. His arm can spin 360 degrees. And his hand can spin in addition to that. So you could spin his arm that way and his hand this way. It doesn't make any sense that they couldn't have done it with a Voyager. If they did it with this cheap guy, this tiny deluxe, then they could have done it with this big Voyager. I paid more money for it. So therefore, it should have been better when it comes to the robot posability. I have to say, with posability on this guy, it's low. It's low. It's pretty darn low. And it just further proof about Earthrise and how, honestly speaking, I haven't actually found anything in Earthrise that I've just been like, this is hands down the greatest figure I've ever touched. I'm trying to think about it, and honestly, I can't think of anything in Earthrise that popped out to me. Even the Skylinks isn't something that popped out to me. I mean, I appreciate that it was a scale model of a space shuttle, but it didn't pop. You know what I mean? And I don't know. There's nothing in Earthrise that just goes, whoa. Like with Siege, there's a few whoas. The Optimus Prime was a whoa. The Jetfire is a whoa. Let's see if I come up with that. Oh, the Omega Supreme is a whoa. That's amazing. Oh man, and that Shockwave. Was that? Yeah, no, that was totally Siege. Shockwave, yeah, Shockwave was a whoa. That was awesome. I liked the Shockwave. And in Earthrise, yeah, I got nothing. Nothing pops out like to instant memorabilia. Even the crazy Optimus Prime. I've got a lot of things to say about his trailer and how cheap it feels. And it's like, guys, if you were going to give us a Voyager with a freaking leader class point, a leader class price point, then you could have given us a trailer that didn't feel like it came from the dollar store. I'm sorry, I'm digressing. I'm completely off subject for this guy. This is not Earthrise, the entire series. This is Snapdragon, the character from Earthrise. Let's put his two little guns. He comes with two guns as an accessory, and they also double as his rear landing gear. So we just put his guns back. And of course, he's got a head that has plenty of posability. And I think that's all I can really say about this guy in this mode. He's got some nice textures to him. You can definitely tell he's a plane. I really appreciate his spiky shoulders. And I do appreciate like a lot about him, but then there's just parts of it. It's kind of like that, that paper you worked on, where had you just given it a little more effort instead of rushing it, you would have managed to complete it and make it a beautiful 100% awesome paper, but instead you rushed it, so you got a 75. That's what this feels like. This feels like a 75. All the background stuff was done. It was really well constructed. Everything was going great. And then they just kind of got tied up doing other things, I guess. But they dropped the ball towards the end of his development. I also get that because it's a triple changer, and we must forgive it a little for triple changing. Anyway, guys, I am Blind Prime. You've been watching More Than Meets the Eye. Please consider subscribing and sharing and commenting below. I do appreciate talking to you. Until next Prime, bye-bye.